What up, y'all? We gotta have class real quick. We gotta have class. You feel me? You gotta have class out here. You feel me? I ain't no street nigga. I'm a creek nigga. You feel me? Yeah. I ain't no street nigga. I'm a creek nigga. Niggas portraying to be street niggas. They look like weak niggas. Yeah. So look. So this is our Constitution from 1670. Do you know we still had streets then? You feel me? We still had roads. You feel me? Rights to travel. You know that go back to 1215. You know what I mean? So we gotta look into this. Like, we gotta look into the Carolinas. We gotta look into what is really the Carolinas made up of. So you see airship. Where it say It's right, You feel me? Our heirs and successors and the most binding ways that can be devised. Word. So is these the Carolinians? He would call me when I'm in the studio, Los. This we in class. This is a free class. You feel me? So right there, were these the Carolinians? Let's look at the history. So was these African Americans really just Carolinians? Like, just look at the frequency, how it would shift if it was Carolinians. We know we talking about us because we the real Carolinians. You feel me? So, you feel me? Have y'all ever heard about, the B-field community? You feel me? This is stuff that we need to study. The people still exist. The heirs, they still living, bro. And see, this is part of what ground research is, doing interviews. I learned that from, I earned stripes. That's my grandma. She gave birth to my mama when she was 13 years old. And that's her in the governor's mansion because of her grandson. Her grandson, you feel me, brought her into the governor's mansion. You see what I'm saying? I brought my grandma into the governor's mansion, son. You feel me? And then the work that we was doing field study. That's why I learned how to do field studies through the Department of Transportation. In 2004, that shit say 2014. The Winston-Salem State University. Shout out to the Reds. Whoop. Call Quentin. You feel me? Call Daryl. My bad. Call Daryl. Call Daryl Slade. Call Nasir. Come here, Nas. Who's this?
Gigi. That's when she graduates.
That's her graduation.
Wait, is it?
Yeah, because Gigi didn't go past the 7th grade. So that's her graduation right there. She graduated when how old was my grandma in that picture? My grandma was 70.
I guessed it very.
She was 79.
I guessed it very quickly. I guessed it.
I love you, boy.
Love you too.
Yeah, so I learned field studies there, the Department of Transportation. That was the summer, all summer 14. That's 6 years before you was born, boy. And you 6 years old. That boy really misses his Gigi. He got to marinate with her, the last 5 years of her life, was the first 5 years of his.
I think I met her.
Yeah. The first 5 years of your life was the last 5 years of Gigi's life. In July.
In July what?
2025.
Oh.
Yeah, so almost a year ago. But she always with us. She know that. Me and my grandma talked about death together. She said, I'm not afraid to talk about it. She told me that. She wasn't, and we gotta, like, when you establish, like, your living trust and your trust, that's how you have to think. You have to think about after. Because it's selfish for you not to. You feel me? So, long live my Dottie. That's my Gigi. That's the matriarch. I brought her back in her house. You feel me? the seal for North Carolina, Quan Verde. So that was yesterday. That's crazy. I ain't even think about that. Quan Verde. To be rather than to appear. So that's for all the people appearing to be street niggas, but they really not. Quan Verde. So that's the Virgin Mary. That's the Virgo. That's why she got the wheat. So you see our Virgin Mary on the rise with the wheat. That's right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the coast. I'm on the southeast shores. So I'm seeing her for sure first. See, that's who's rising right now. She rising over the Atlantic. The Atlantic. Atlantic. That's her right there with the wheat. You feel me? That's your seal. That's the seal. That's Drusilia. That's Drusilia. Feel me? Yeah. That's True Hill. You feel me? So that's the Virgin Mary. You feel me? They got the Constitution from 1670 in her hand. That's what that is. You feel me? She carrying the wheat. That's why the first article in the Constitution say. So this is the Constitution, 1776. Feel me? So it's the 250-year anniversary of this shit. I don't hear nobody talking about it, but here we are talking about it, ironically, and I ain't even realized that it was 250 years until I got on here and started talking about it. So right there, it says sovereignty of the people. Sovereignty, right? So it says that you, the people of the Carolinas, North Carolina, the Carolinas is still the Carolinas. It says sovereignty. All political power is vested and derived from the people, right? All government right originates from the people, is funded from their will only, and is instituted solely for the good of the whole. That's a trust. That's what it's trying to tell you. It says that a great general and essential principles, number 1, section 1, the equality and the rights of persons. It says we hold it to be self-evident that all persons should be created equal. We know that, but I don't know. All persons is created equal, that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among these are life, right? Hey man, I didn't know the brother third, but my heart go out to you and your family. Like, it's so crazy that we killing ourselves. We at war against ourselves. It's so sad that we don't even talk about nationality. Like, you're not going to hear about the Japanese killing their own people. You're not going to hear about the North Koreans killing their own people. They working together no matter what. You feel me? So this is why this national principles is important, because we don't even know our nationality, so we can't even stick together because we know who we are. That's why they say, man, know thyself. That's why I'm giving you the Carolina Constitution. It says among these is life, liberty, and the enjoyment of the fruits of their own labor. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, man, long live John, bro. You on my heart, man. That's what's up, man. Free to Trey. You feel me? All day, every day. You heard? Long live Jig. The fruits of their own labor and the pursuit of happiness. Dog, the pursuit of happiness. The pursuit of happiness. You see how that? So, North Carolina got its Constitution first. It was April 12th. Today's April 13th, 2026. 250 years after the North Carolina Constitution was published, right? And then the Declaration of Independence, this, what I'm reading to you from right now, was published in July of 1776. And my son watching Liberty Kids. That's, let the kids watch Liberty Kids. I like it. They non-biased. They unbiased because they were journalists, right? So that's the angle that we coming from, journalists. We not taking sides. We ain't taking sides. We taking the truths to be self-evident.